girls are trying on one of the most socially sanctioned powers that they've got, which is their looks and their sexuality. They're trying it on, and they're testing the limits of it. Like Elsa, right? But we do a lot of slut shaming. I said, oh my God, look at her. She dressed like some kind of skank. I'm like, what the hell?
Like they did to Elsa.
Pretty much. And it's about Elsa's power. Prince Hans, makes it really, really clear what he wants is her kingdom. And he was going to marry her first to get access to her power.
But Anna was easier. So.
Yeah, Anna was easier. And you know why Anna was easier? Because she spent all her time inside and knew nothing. Except the crap that she'd been fed all her life about some prince coming along to save her.
Oh my God, but that's a lot of girls though as well. Like
yes,
this
I
crap
guess.
idea of being saved. And so you are so inactive that you're just like waiting there.
Last day, I had mentioned to the people in this class about how girls don't ask. Girls don't expect to negotiate. Girls don't say, I want. They ask, may I have? I would prefer not to.
Mm-hmm.
If there's one slice of cake left, a girl will say, do you want it? Let's share. Why? Because I said July.
No.
Like, I want this cake.
I won't even ask.
No. Madalena came up to me after the presentation and said, there was so much more I wanted to say. I said, why didn't you say it? And she said, well, people wanted to leave, and they were like, making faces, and they looked like they weren't listening, and I was like, that was your presentation, it was your marks, so why'd you let that stop you?
It's right here.
No, it's not, because here's the thing I'm going to say. This is not some version of girl shaming, as in like, you girls, why are you such weaklings? It's just more a matter of understand that the cultural messages are really strong. And if you're not aware of what the cultural messages are saying, you can't consciously choose something else. In the same way, somebody asked me last spring, aren't you worried about Rafi in higher level lit by himself? And I said, no, he's not an asshole. He'll be okay, he's not an asshole. He might act like an asshole with his friends, but he's fundamentally not an asshole.
Thank you, Ms.
Why is it bad when you have one male asshole in a group of
A bunch of
girls?
It can be really negative. Because if you can't think very well, if the messages are too deeply ingrained, it becomes really, really hard to have a discussion because the girls are afraid of what he's going to say back to them.
That's so true. Like if I'm in a group with like someone that makes me feel uncomfortable, and then like I know he or she wouldn't understand my point of view, I wouldn't say it.
Girls are really, really afraid of what other people think. I think that boys are also. They have a different set of standards. You have to remember that feminism isn't just about like women's rights.
It's about
Feminism
equality.
has to do with equality, but feminism has to do with something even deeper, which is a fundamental recognition that we're dealing with human beings. And that the same damaging stereotypes that say girls must be like this also force boys to behave in ways
Opposite to what would be
opposite
feminine.
to that and to demean girls. Because if some guy, and this is why Frozen is so charming, I was actually going to do a unit on fairy tales with you guys, but I didn't think we were going to have to.
Why? Please do.
Well, after this.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the things that is absolutely wonderful about Frozen at the very end is something that I want to talk to kids at the school about, but I'm not a counselor or anything, which is like at the very end,
The two girls.
Stefan, whatever his name is, Christoph, I knew it had some
Wait, the
kind of
blonde
fun.
one or the brunette?
It's
the guy with the
guy
moose.
with the moose.
Oh, yeah, the
Christoph
Sven.
with
Sven.
Sven.
No, the reindeer.
And then when Olaf goes, hi Sven, and then he's Sven, oh hi Sven.
Christoph
Oh, Olaf.
asks Anna whether he can kiss her. There is, because you understand that in movies what happens is either you look deeply into each other's eyes and it's all spontaneous because the magic romantic connection between the two of you says, yes, we both want it. We don't say anything, but we'll just do it because we clearly so both want it. What the hell? That is how young men and young women get into situations where the girl feels like she's been raped and the guy has no idea what happened.
What'd I do?
Communication,
Seriously,
people.
because he thinks she's sending off all the right signals.
Because we looked at them.
Yes, exactly.
We looked at them, we don't want to hurt their feelings, we don't know how to say no, we are unaware of our own boundaries, and we are testing our sexuality out on guys. That is something that the feminist movement has not been very comfortable about. That girls are testing their sexuality out on guys, and it's not fair.
That is so true.
It is not fair at all.
But aren't they trying their
Because what
sexuality
we've
out on
said
us as well?
Is, no means no, and you have to get a yes. When we've taught girls, they shouldn't be aggressive, they shouldn't actually articulate their needs, and they certainly shouldn't say, yes, I want to have sex with you.
Yeah.
Okay? Because that makes you a slut.
Makes you easy.
That's right. So girls can't say that. And yet guys are told to somehow guess. You're supposed to guess, and you're supposed to be super sensitive, but you can't say stuff like, well, yeah, do you want to? Because that would make you a pussy. Right? Because you're supposed to be masterful. You're supposed to be the guy who, in the middle of a fight, grabs a girl, kisses the lights out of her, and then she goes, oh. You can't tell me you have not seen this in movies.
I always feel so angry because if I'm angry and you're just kissing me, it's like
I'm gonna bite your mouth off.
See, look at the messages. Look at what we're asking of guys. We're not talking about guys
Just
who
guess.
dated like 50 million women and maybe had some sisters and really strong mothers. We're talking about 18, 21-year-old guys, 25-year-old guys, 30-year-old guys who are deep down just as insecure and uncertain and restricted by our icons of masculinity. And so sometimes when I listen to what happens, I just think, oh, it's really sad because they could have had a relationship because he really liked her. And now he doesn't
School, you mean?
And now he doesn't even know if she feels like she's been raped or that she's sorry afterwards.
Oh my god.
Because he really liked her.
And she was just testing her sexuality out on him, and she didn't know how to say no.
Or they were a little bit drunk.
So she's the bad guy.
No.
No, the thing is, neither of them is the bad
That's not
guy.
the message.
Wrong.
That's not
Wrong.
true though, because like
No.
But it
I don't
is
think
true
it's a
though.
bad, like
I
yeah,
have to
she
say
tested her
classes
sexuality
ended.
out on him, but like have you guys
Classes
ever felt
ended.
that pressure to be like say yes? Like if a guy comes up to you and he's cute, he's charismatic, and people like him, like
Why would you care if
And
people
yes.
Oh, because if
Because
this guy
it
likes
matters.
You, that makes
Yeah.
you should feel
special.
flattered. Yeah.
Yeah, it like increases your value.
Yeah, it does.
It's like a badge of
And
honor.
can I say that there was actually a plan to do more with this poem, so don't lose it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And smile, your Mona Lisa smiles, your kids say, so what happened with Thursday?